As long as this bad woman touches me, she can steal exam answers. But instead of stopping her, I deliberately let her copy every single answer. Then I watched her confidently turn in her paper early, already planning to humiliate me when the grades were announced, making me the biggest joke in the entire school. But no matter what, she never could have imagined that I had already activated a system that could edit inner thoughts and replaced every correct answer with guaranteed deadly wrong choices. It turned out she had a special superpower. As long as she touched someone, she could hear their inner thoughts. In my previous life, she relied on this ability to crush me completely. She not only stole my graduate school recommendation, she even stole my boyfriend and framed me for plagiarism, driving me to despair and suicide. But what she never expected was that I was reborn with the system to modify inner thoughts. This time I would not only take back everything that belonged to me, I would also make this life-stealing parasite pay the price. As the teacher announced the exam had officially begun, I immediately activated the system and calmly issued the command, change all multiple choice answers in my thoughts to C. She took the bait exactly as expected. When she heard that long string of CS, she did feel a hint of doubt, but blinded by her trust in my top student reputation, she still copied every answer without question. Next, I deliberately thought about thermal contraction and expansion. A piece of physics knowledge completely flipped upside down. She did not think at all, and perfectly copied it once again, writing down this utterly ridiculous answer. Teacher, I want to turn in my paper. As she handed it in early, she was full of joy, thinking the quota and elite banquet invitation were already hers. Meanwhile, I sat in the classroom, looking at my paper filled with correct answers, with a cold smile on my face. Not long after, she tried to pull the same trick again, trying to find out who my boyfriend was. I immediately activated the system, and in my mind reshaped my handsome rich boyfriend into a 300-pound ugly fat man drowning in debt. The moment she heard it, her face filled with disgust, and she temporarily gave up the idea of stealing him. She pretended to kindly remind me to sign up for the competition, but in reality it was all for her own future. Soon it was time for the qualification project defense. In my last life, the project I stayed up all night to finish was stolen by her just like this. So in this life I decided to play along. I pretended to reconcile with her, and when she touched me, I deliberately leaked a seemingly perfect idea. She treated it like a priceless treasure, and immediately stayed up all night to finish the project report. On the day of the defense, she was the first to take the stage. She could not wait to trade my intelligence for fame and success. Seeing me arrive late in the audience, she gave a scornful smile, as if declaring her victory. Then, facing the judges and the entire class, she recited word for word the plan she stole from me. Gasps of amazement erupted from the students below. Her followers praised her as a once-in-a-generation genius. However, after her presentation ended, the professors on the panel looked grave. She thought it was because her plan was too brilliant, and shamelessly began showing off to the professor. This so-called modesty only made his expression darker. The professor finally could not hold back and spoke. Everything you just presented, is it really your own work? Faced with the question, she still argued stubbornly, insisting it was her original idea. Professor Lee completely lost his patience and asked again. Her confidence began to crack, but seeing that I had not yet presented, she regained her nerve and confirmed it once more. Professor Lee suddenly roared, finally exposing the truth. It turned out her core idea and structural diagram were exactly the same as a paper the professor published 5 years ago.